Hello, people. I genuinely don't know. I just, I, I don't know what to begin with. I literally have zero goddamn idea how to start, where to start, why to start, and how this is going to go. Like, first things first. Props to Bournemouth. They played to perfection. They annihilated Arsenal. There were two options. Either we're gonna win, or Bournemouth are gonna run circles around us because Bournemouth had about 20 days off, and obviously the second thing happened. Like, they did the perfect game, they did the perfect thing. Big up to them, props to them, congrats to Bournemouth. Now, to the task at hand. Let's just put it that way. Arsenal have lost once again. Arsenal have lost once again to Bournemouth, and embarrassing once again. And the thumbnail you see when you click on this stream specifically, it's the same thumbnail I have used for the last 3 match reactions. I didn't do one against Sporting because I couldn't. But the last 3 match reactions I have done, it has had the same thumbnail, and nothing has changed since. It was against City when we lost 2-0. It was against Southampton when we lost 2-1. And once again, when we have lost against Bournemouth at home 2-1 again. Nothing has changed. Arteta out, and that's about it. There was no passion. There was nothing. Arteta in pre-match press conference says, bring your dinner, bring your lunch, bring your beef stew or whatever, bring everything. And you just know when crap like that gets pulled in an interview, Arsenal are going to shit the bed. Arsenal are going to shit the bed, let's be real. Because that same thing happened about shin pads, we lost. Same thing happened about You Never Walk Alone, the speakers, we lost, and all this stuff. Same thing happened when we got the dog and we lost and everything. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm at this stage where I'm kind of lost for words. Let's just put it that way. And to describe this, it's something unique. Let's just put it that way. It's something unique. Like, I've never been in this position as an Arsenal fan where I have nothing to say, because it feels like everything has been said already, and anything you say once again, it's like the same thing. You know, like Arteta, the definition of insanity with Arteta. You do the same thing over and over and over, gonna expect different results, right? It's with Arteta, and sitting here talking again the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results, is the same thing, basically. But it must be done. At the end of the day, it must be done. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, people, Arsenal have lost to Bournemouth. I'm really pissed off. Hopefully I don't go off the rails. Let's just put it that way. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new, and all this good stuff. Of course, leave your thoughts about the game in the chat. And, well, let's get into this. And, like, there's nothing else. Let's see what you got to say, because there's definitely some stuff we need to talk about. Big up, Mubarak. Yeah, Arteta should have gone 2 years ago. Yeah. Plus, the players don't know what they want. Like, this was one of those games where I was watching Arsenal, and literally, it felt like every single player is confused. Either they are too much in their own heads, either they are lost, they have no idea what is happening on the pitch, where to pass, where to go, what to move, how to move, and we couldn't do even the basics right. Zubimendi, just pathetic. Havertz, just pathetic. Most of the players were not in. And if I have to look ahead to the games that we are coming up, like, it's like, I can only laugh, because I guess unless you laugh, you cry in that regard. So it's Arteta doesn't learn. 6 years in charge, 6.5, same crap, different toilet. Let's just put it that way. Everyone was shit today. Let's be real. Starting from Arteta to David Raya to everyone, there was nothing special. We scored a penalty. We lucked out again. We got a scammy penalty. We got to a draw result 1-1, and afterwards, like, that was it. Like, I never get the feeling watching Arsenal when we equalize, we score, we go 1-0 up. We're gonna go for the second and third. We just sit back and see what happens. And that basically is what it is with this team. It has built in such a way that you defend. Your defense, most of the time, is going to hold up. And maybe you can nick a goal at some point of the game and win the game. Like, it generally is that. And we have been playing like that the whole season. We have been basically shithousing our way, so to speak. We have lucked out for the most of the season. And the jig is up. The jig is up. At some point, this had to stop. It was not sustainable long term. I said that in September, October, November, December, January, February, March. We are now in April, and it's the same thing. It is goddamn the same thing. And like, all this time, I'm toxic, I'm negative, I'm a fake fan, I don't know what I'm talking about, but at some point it had to happen. We literally cannot score set pieces. That was our bread and butter. Owen Goals is injured in the hospital, let's be real, and everything. Our players from open play can create less than my 7-year-old on a piece of paper with a pencil, for God's sakes. Like, that says a lot, genuinely. The title race is over. We are 9 points clear. City have 2 games in hand right now, plus they have to play us. If they win those 3 games, we are on the same points. Like, it's done. It's done. Like, Arteta sits there with his stubborn, smug smile on his face. Oh, fans, you bring the atmosphere, you bring your lunch, you bring your dinner, and the players will respond. The food was poisoned, I guess. The players didn't respond. Whenever Arteta again pulls this crap, nobody ever responds. You know that it's a desperation of the highest order when Arteta starts to demand something from the fans. Fans have been behind this club all the time. Like, it may not seem that way, but hey, credit where credit is due. I praise when it's need to be praised. I critique when it's need to be critiqued. I praised Arteta today for making a triple substitution, by the way. A proactive substitution, because it was very evident that it was not working out, right? At the same time, there needs to come a point where actually players give something back. And for the longest time, it's very evident that players don't give it back, especially in the last 3-4 games. And it's very, 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 very rough. No new contract for, I beg not. Even if Arteta wins this league, I want him gone. Seriously, even if Arteta wins this league, I want him gone. But then I saw something I get put in. Yes, you do. Because it's not about what you say. It's how you say it. It's how you basically, Marlon specifically, this is at Marlon, Ania, Max Payne, and Kingpin, whatever the third account is. It's how you portray yourself in the chat. It's one thing that you say something. It's another way when you spam the chat, just endless abuse and toxic remarks over and over and over and over again in regards on certain players or the manager or in general, right? There needs to be a limit. You need to control yourself. I know you're 17 and everything, emotions running high, adrenaline and everything, but need to be on control, because when I go through the chat, it disrupts also me, disrupts the rhythm and everything at the end of the day. But yeah, I really appreciate that you watch me. Seriously, I appreciate your thoughts and your input. It's very clear that you understand football as well, but there is also limits and certain points where you need to stop. Big up, Quaja. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. 5 likes so far. Keep smashing the likes, people, and subscribe. Big up, Aussie Ange. Big up, big up. Igal said the reason people think Arteta is underperforming is because he's overachieved so early. Now expectations are unrealistic, but the underlying progress is still there. There is no progress. There is literally no progress. There is regression to the massive order. Let's just put it that way. There is regression. No attacker has progressed under Mikel Arteta. No attacker. Midfield looks non-existent. Even though we technically have the best midfield we can possibly put out in Rice, technically Zubimendi, and everyone else, there is no midfield. They run circles around us. David Raya somehow thinks is Iniesta, Modric with Trivela passes. What the hell is that about? Is he actually that bored in goal that he needs to create chaos and drama to stay focused in game? Just like Ramsdale was watching the goddamn pigeons when he was bored during games. Like, what is happening with that as well? Because David Raya is not a bad keeper. He has saved our bacon big time. You could argue that David Raya, to a degree, is Arsenal's player of the season, just because for the sheer crap he has pulled us out of. Let's be real. But overall, the fact that your goalkeeper in a title-winning team, potentially, is your player of the season says a lot, doesn't it? No attackers, no nothing. And even for the Premier League team of the season, which is going to happen at some point that ends towards the end part of the season, best case scenario, we're going to see their 3 Arsenal players. Most likely Gabriel, most likely Saliba, and most likely Raya. Maybe Rice, give or take. No attackers, nothing else. Like, that is alone insane for me personally. Big up Gunnar SC. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Arteta out 100%. Big up Elbow. Big up Elbow. Hope you're doing well. We are here again. We are here once again. Let the ball commence. It's happening again. And it feels like there is a switch that Arsenal flip around April where they just disappear from the planet Earth. They just don't know how to play football. It has become Space Jam and everything. But it's not about that Arsenal don't know how to play football. It's basically, it has come to a point where things have caught up with us. Everything has caught us up. Jig is up, as I said, at some point. This will go down as on the biggest history. This could be the biggest historical ball in the history of football. Kid you not. In the beginning of the season, half of the fan base is screaming quadruple talk, right? And all this crap. Everyone's laughing at Man City that they're going to win nothing again. Fast forward 5 months, Arsenal maybe are going to win Premier League, and City are in for domestic treble. Like, how quickly things change. The system we play is absolutely awful, sickening, and all these teams confound Arteta's plans. Exactly. It's very easy to defend against Arteta because it doesn't take much, and Arteta is not adapting enough. Arteta is not adaptive, not imaginative enough to mid-game to change something. Arteta, at some point during this game, Eze was in the 6. Jesus was in the 8 for some weird goddamn reason. We are drawing. We are losing. We are still wasting time. We are playing with no urgency, no passion, no aggression, no nothing. It's actually insane. Yeah, just walk away. But would you walk away from almost 16 million a year just like openly like that, not fully openly knowing that no goddamn other club in the world is going to pay you that? Would you do that? In my life, I've never seen a manager fail so much. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Doing the same thing over and over again. Exactly. And the same result. Nothing changes. How can you expect changes when you don't change? You don't improve. You do not adapt. You don't learn from mistakes. Yet Mikel Arteta in press conferences all the time. Oh, we have watched the game 2 times the replay. We have figured out what went wrong. And for the next game, we will be prepared. You watch the next game, same mistakes, same issues, same problems. Players look lost on the pitch half the time. Obviously, Arteta doing the YMCA on the sidelines and landing the airplanes and all this stuff, directing traffic also doesn't help. Because if the manager is in full panic mode, the players are going to be also in the full panic mode. The manager is the reflection of the players on the pitch, and the players on the pitch are the reflection of the manager. And it's very evident that, well, it's not working out, is it? Freaking hell. Havertz playing in midfield again. Arteta never lands. Yeah, from Villa 2 years ago to in the beginning. Yeah. Exactly. Backwards football. No tactical IQ awareness. Exactly. Our inability to retain possession is shocking. There's no conviction in any of our passing. Everything is undercooked. There's no message of there's no message of any of our passes that tell the players what to do. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. If the board has any ambition, they would sack Arteta today. Big up Matteo one. Yeah, there is a big possibility if we get an Inter manager right now The Premier League, only Premier League, by the way, PR movement of new manager bounce can save this season. Maybe potentially actually would. We could actually win it properly. Big up Hype Up Protagonist, big up here. Hope everything's fine with you as well. Martinelli, Gyökeres, and Madueke does not work. Yeah, it's very evident. For Gyökeres to work as well, you need technical and skillful players around him. Santi Cazorla type of players. And we have none of those. So, yeah. Yeah, Kroenke is only care about the money. The thing is, it feels like Josh, right, cares about Arsenal more than Stan, right? It looks that way. So if Josh actually cares about Arsenal and he wants to do anything, Arteta would be gone on the spot. Because in my opinion, to save this season, best case scenario we can do is sack Arteta right now. To save Arsenal long term is to sack Arteta right now. Because for the new manager, if we could get him even right now or in the end of the season, it would give him time. He could adjust. He could figure things out. During the off-season, in the transfer window, he could sign certain players, sell, and figure things out as well. How can fanboys defend this? Oh, there are ways. There definitely are ways how to defend this. They already have talked about it. They already have seen about it. That is the nuts part. There have been talks already about this. That the pitch was not there. The players, like, it wasn't going our way. Arsenal are this, Arsenal are that. And the most embarrassing thing I have seen today, which really, really pissed me off, right, is this. Wait, sorry. And this is the thing that pissed me off the most. Because today, after the game, here it is. Most passes by Arsenal players versus Bournemouth after full time. This. Do you notice something? Who had the most passes at Arsenal in after the game? Declan Rice, 50. David Raya, our goalkeeper, by the way, 49. Gabriel, 40. William Saliba, 40. Ben White, 40. Our whole defensive line pretty much had the most amount of passes. Not our attack, not our midfield per se. Our defense had the most passes. And that is one of the most infuriating things about this club. When we are winning, when we are losing, it does not matter. The players pass around the back with no urgency, no intent, no aggression, and no directness whatsoever. It's like, well, it is what it is. It will work out some way. And it never does. It never does. A big club would sack the manager. Chelsea sacked Big Carlo in the tunnel 2011 just after winning a double. Dude, that was Abramovich. That's a different story. Any big club would have sacked Arteta after the first 2 or 3 seasons. They wouldn't keep him for 6. This is done. The process is over. Same crap, yeah. Today, no talk or stupid delusional. Yeah. The cult is a bit quieter today. Even AFTV, Marty, and all these men are saying Arteta screwed up. Arteta lost us the game. Even they are saying that. Mind you, 2 days ago, I saw Igal saying that somehow Hansi Flick is worse than Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is better than Hansi Flick. I just watched Hansi Flick destroy Espanyol 4-1, by the way. And that was definitely not it. The tide is turning for more fans and starting to wake up. Yes, in the stadium, apparently, there were boos in the stadium as well after the game, by the way. There was apparently a fight in the stadium after the game or during the game. And even some top of the top TPD's top gooners are starting to call out Mikel Arteta and the players for this crap we are seeing every week. So there is shift in the tides, 100%. He is finished. Big up BX Gunner, big up BX Gunner. The leadership and direction under this manager is shite. There is no leadership and no direction. It's just winging it, praying for the best, and seeing what's going to happen. If that Arteta contract is signed, I'm telling you this now. If Arsenal win nothing this season, Arteta gets a new deal, this channel is not Arsenal channel anymore. I'm telling you this right now. Because I'm not going to sit here and watch this Arsenal team under this crap of a manager for 3, 4, or 5 more years, screwing everything up, wasting money, ruining players and their potential with no trophies, and half of the fan base lapping it up like Arteta is their dad. This is Arsenal FC. I support Arsenal, not Mikel Arteta here. Big up Theo. Big up Theo. Have you seen our April form from our April form from 21-26? It's embarrassing. Genuinely insane. Big up Cooper. Yeah, sack him now. Yeah. I saw someone AFT say if Arteta wins the league, he could be a club legend. In what sense? In what way? And where? Club legend, you know. Club legend. Insane. Nowhere chance in hell. Give any, to be honest, give Idiola a 1 billion. Let's see what he does. Glasner, with no budget almost at all, has won the same amount what Arteta has in 2 seasons. And to be honest, Crystal Palace could win Conference League. Glasner could leave Crystal Palace in winning 2 trophies in 3 years at the Crystal Palace, whilst Arteta has won 1 in 6.5 at Arsenal, and he won that trophy actually before he actually got the money from the Cronkies. So make sense, because the team that won him the trophy is already in the bin. And by the way, all of those players Arteta has binned off have won trophies since leaving Arsenal. It's funny how this world works, because as soon as you leave Arteta and Arsenal, all the players win trophies. Arteta is the only one, and the ones who stayed that are trophyless. Ironically much. Yeah, everyone was shit. Zubimendi was extra shit today. Let's just put it that way, but everyone was bad today. Players need a therapist in the house. The pressure is clearly too much, yeah. Yeah, as soon as the pressure mounts, the players fold. Big up, Andre. Big up. Are we witnessing a breakdown? Yes, we are. And it started already 2 weeks ago, ironically enough. Kronkes, it's all on you now. Do your job. Exactly. Josh, Stan, you know what to do. Do it. Listen to the people. Listen to the people. Because I think Josh as well is not going to stand for this for too long, especially looking at the women's team, who has won 2 major trophies in 1.5 years, while Arsenal have won, well, pretty much nothing in 6.5. Yeah, I know. I think ball prices, the war ball prices, are through the roof in the North London right now. Big up Donna Potts. Big up, big up, big up, big up. I saw Dan's reaction as well. Just he also is hella pissed, but yeah, hope you're doing well despite Arsenal losing and everything. Hope it's not getting too much to you. Please stay strong, hang in there. We have Sporting Lisbon during the week, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared about Sporting Lisbon during the week, because Sporting Lisbon did the same thing what Bournemouth did, and they nearly got the result. Bournemouth did get the result. The question is, what is gonna happen during the week in Champions League? Because 1 goal is nothing. Sporting score quickly, they will score a few more, and Arsenal will be out. We actually could be out of all cup competitions in a matter of few weeks. And then everything hangs in balance in the Premier League, especially if City win tomorrow. Arsenal have given an extra lifeline to Man City. It's not like Man City needs any lifelines to close the 9-point gap it had. But right now with Man City, we have given them extra lifeline. It's 9-point gap between us and City. We had a chance to make it 12, right? 2 games in hand for City. They win both, it's 3 points. They beat Arsenal at Etihad. No points. Goal difference. Arsenal, after Etihad game, by the way, they have to play Newcastle. Do you think that's going to go well? And by the way, every single game Arsenal have from this point forward till the end of the season, minus Burnley, if I'm not mistaken, are against teams that are fighting for Europe. Fulham, not Palace, I don't think exactly, but yeah, Fulham, Newcastle, all these teams. Burnley are out, so they will play with open freedom. West Ham are fighting not to get relegated. Like, Arsenal are gonna be in a deep trouble. Given money, given the tools, and failed as always. Exactly. True. Anyone who defends Arteta needs to wake up and smell the coffee, to say the least. Aaron has found out our style of playing the Prem, 100%. How dare Arteta make demands of us fans and bring performance like that once again? Yeah, it's a reoccurring theme, Dana. It doesn't stop. Every single time, as soon as Arteta demands something from the fans, right, he shits the bed. It's about the fourth or fifth time he has done it in the last 2 seasons. It's not the first, and unfortunately, it's not the last. Unfortunately, genuinely. Champions League is only going well because it's a cup competition, dude. Trust me. It's still quarterfinals. Let's just put it that way. Smash the likes, people, if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. Big up to you all who are here. Let me know your thoughts in the chat as well, people, about the game, how you're feeling. And it doesn't matter if you're a rival fan or you're an Arsenal fan. Let me know how you're feeling. If every champs team found us out, oh boy, to be honest, it's not going to take long. Against Sporting Lisbon, it was awful as well. They will play very intensely against us at Emirates. They will go for it. Let's be real. And if Atletico Madrid go through, by the way, it's not going to be the same as we had in the league stage. It will be PSG 2.0 to a degree. Looking at our defense right now, and looking at the PSG team, not PSG, Atletico Madrid team, for example, how Lookman is going to play against Ben White, Sorloth, Griezmann, Julian Alvarez, all these guys are going to play against our defense right now, which is mid-table at best on performance level so far. And Raya doing his David Blaine impression. Poorly, by the way. No thanks. Flush the process down the toilet. Yeah, diarrhea, poisoned food, and all this stuff. It's always like that. Trust me, it is always like that. You won't escape it. It is always like that. As soon as you say something negative about Arteta, even more specifically, you're toxic and negative. The issue about this is we keep it consistent at least. And we actually get proven right. The issue is, do we hear our apologies after the abuses of the top gooners? After we are getting called stupid idiots, donkeys, and all this stuff? No, we don't. No, we don't. That is the biggest issue. There is no consequences for what they do. Have you seen the stat that over the past 5 years, Arteta has won 1 game out of 24 in the month of April? He's still in this job. I have no idea. If this is true, Dana, we are set up for massive disaster crash out. Because if he has won only 1 game in 5 years, 1 in 24 in the month of April, that means that we have, 4 games left still in April? Oh my God, we could lose them all. It's definitely not looking great. Definitely. Big up Promise Gaming. Big up Prom. Hope you're doing well today. Surely you're feeling angry and disappointed, and hopefully it passes. But so far, it's been diabolical. If I failed in a business for failing my ROI and KPI, I'm sacked, obviously. Why not Arteta? Exactly. Exactly. Especially if your job is giving you $1 billion budget over 5 years, and your ROI basically is some spreadsheets that prove, well, let's be real, nothing at the end of the day, because there's no big difference finishing second or fourth like we did under Arsene Wenger. Why? Why? Y'all, did you see the Gyökeres BS interview? Oh my goodness gracious. Have you seen this by Gyökeres? Look what Gyökeres said after the game. This is the peak of the peaks. Obviously, UK doesn't show me the videos because not EU and all this crap, right? But this is what Victor Gyökeres said after the game. Says, a dry pitch didn't help Arsenal with their chances today. This is what our main striker, 18 goals, all competitions, a guy who supposedly was to be the key to save Arsenal's season based on the top gooners last year, that they only need a striker, is saying right now, in the biggest pressure situation Arsenal have been in a very long time, and most the players have ever experienced in their lives, as an excuse. Says a dry pitch didn't help Arsenal with their chances today. No, how about y'all being shit didn't help with our chances today? Arteta getting it wrong again didn't help with our chances today. The ball is round. It's the same for everyone. How comes it helped Bournemouth with their chances but didn't help Arsenal with their chances? The ball is the same for both teams. You either screw it up or you make the best out of it. And obviously, Bournemouth made the best out of it. And I already have seen Mikel Arteta's press conference a tiny bit after the game. We are not going to get into that, trust me. He already said the same crap he said against Sunderland, against Villa, against Liverpool and everything. Oh, they had one chance and they scored it. What can we do? Type of situation. Well then, how about you actually let the shackles off? Let the team attack. Stop with the excuses. Stop with this bullshit PR shenanigans, some comical things. When you should be training with the team, our players hold the balls together and they hold pencils together. What is that about, for example? How does that help in Arsenal in chance creation, for example? How does that split the defense when Martinelli is making a run or when Gyökeres is making a run? How does that prevent him from getting injured? How does that help us getting rid of you, by the way? How does that help anyone at all? Like, make that make sense. Big up, Tony. Arteta can't get us over the line. Need a new voice. Exactly. 100%. 100%. Yeah. Gyökeres said the pitch was made us lose. This is the same levels as Ty saying, and all the respect and big up to Ty for everything, right? But when Ty said the rain was the reason why Arsenal lost. What was your favorite season in terms of playstyle? It can be season without trophies. Well, under Mikel Arteta, 22-23 season, we played arguably the best football in Europe. 22-23 season, when actually we were 8 points clear, and we balled it as well, by the way. Playstyle-wise, under Mikel Arteta, 22-23 season, then it is 19-20 season, when we actually won the FA Cup, the only cup Arteta has won. And the rest of the seasons, well, let's just say, I'm not even going to mention. Let's just put it that way. The club culture is weak, yeah. It starts from the top, manager, players, and big part of the fan base. From the top to the bottom, yeah. As there is a very famous poem in my country, and it basically is called Fish Rots from the Head. Cronkies. The board, Arteta, players, fans. Sooner or later, everyone gets pointed and rots. Yeah, Raya is a great keeper, but he definitely is not the best goalkeeper in the world. I would not even actually put David Raya in top 3 best goalkeepers in the world. Top 5 actually as well would be a bit of a struggle. I'm not going to lie. Bruno should be Prem player of the season. We'll see. Yeah, I can see Bruno Fernandes getting in 100%. I'm not good. Arsenal lost. They suck. I'm not definitely good. Big up, Habraut. Big up. Hope you're doing well. Yep. Netflix season 4 loading. Y'all played y'all Netflix subscription? Have you all paid for your Netflix subscription? Season 7 is about to kick off after this. I'm not even mad. I'm numb. Second place incoming for the 4th year. That's a quad at least, no? Everyone wanted a quad in the beginning of the season. Finishing 4th, 4 years in a row is a quad, isn't it? It's a quadruple. Berta should be on a plane signing Enrique now, yeah. Saying that, by the way, speaking of Enrique, I read today that Enrique has agreed a new deal at PSG. So if there's any chance Arsenal want to get him, we should be on the plane right now. Go get Enrique. Try to buy out Hansi Flick. Go get Conte, Diego Simeone. Just get rid of Mikel Arteta, for God's sakes. Get rid of him and never let him back near the club. Now, if he stays, his mental health will be bad. The pressure will get to him. It's already getting to him. It is already getting to him, and it already has eaten him alive, partially. Lunch was poisonous. Yeah, 100%. Sporting Lisbon next at home, 2nd. Wow. Wait, do we play on Wednesday or do we play on Tuesday? I think it's Wednesday, right? I think we play on Wednesday. Yeah, we play on Wednesday, 8 p.m. kickoff. Yeah, as usual. 100%. So because a nice guy, I don't wish mental health. Yeah, I get it. You know, before the match, Christian predicted 6-0 Arsenal. Just don't even get to that. No, I hope next time he respects Bournemouth more. They were superior in everything. And this is the biggest thing. As soon as any Arsenal fan gets too cocky and it starts to get, we're gonna smash them 5-0, 4-0, 6-0 and everything, Arsenal get backed in. To be honest, against Wolves at home, I said we're going to win 3-0 at least. We need to score at least 3-4 goals. And it ended up in 2-2 draw, where, well, 3-2 win, where, well, yeah, 2-1 win, where Wolves scored all the goals. We didn't even do anything. 24 in the room, 15 likes. Make it, yeah, people, smash the likes and subscribe. Smash the likes and subscribe if you haven't already. We showed no conviction to win. So yeah. I'm asking everybody anybody can answer 100 million or Arsenal, what will the Cronkies take option? Cronkies will take the 100 million. They want that Champions League money and all this stuff. Money. It's all about the Benjamins, you know. Cronkies are happy with top 4. They only care about making money and selling merchandise. Exactly. Because we got rid of Wenger once we dropped out of top 4. That's the only reason why they got rid of Wenger. To be honest, Wenger also should have left a bit sooner. No disrespect. I love Wenger, but he should have left sooner as well. But overall, yeah. Cronkies only care about the money. Big up, Richard. Big up. Hope you're doing well. I think it's looking clear now that Arteta has lost the players. Yeah, Arteta has lost it all, to be honest. It feels like that as well. On top of it's the same mistakes after same mistake. Yeah, same shit, different toilet. Same shit, different game. Same mistakes, different game. As much as Arteta, again, boasts in every press conference that we are watching the tapes. We have figured out what went wrong, and we're going to fix this for the next game. You go watch the next game. You'll see same mistakes, same errors, same issues. So evidently, nothing has changed. Stubborn beyond belief. He needs to walk or be sacked. Facts. I saw how the team was fighting each other after full time. More passion after the game than during the game, yeah. Yeah, apparently, big up the Battlefield UK, big up. There apparently were fights in the Block 10, allegedly, yeah. Gabriel was fighting Zubmendi and Saliba also. Well, I'm not surprised, to be honest, given how everyone was playing. The dressing room is lost. I strongly believe so. If not fully lost, then it's partially already lost. Gabriel fighting Zubimendi, I'm not surprised because Zubimendi was crap. Gabriel was better. He was one of the best performers of the bad bunch at the end of the day. And Saliba as well, like, yeah. Zubimendi definitely was one of the worst ones. Let's just put it that way. And bigger people, smash the likes. Yeah, I heard booking at the end of the game today. My grandchildren were both crying. A 6-year-old and 8-year-old care more that we lost than the likes of Miguel. And that is the nuts part. Imagine like 6-year-old and 8-year-old crying after the game. Like, it's insane, to be honest. Even if to think about it, it's insane though. What impact Arsenal actually have on certain people and kids in this regard? Let's just put it that way. We get pissed off and we are about to throw hands. Let's just put it that way. Kids are crying. Let's be real. And that's actually kind of insane when you think about it. Everyone just goes about their lives. Everything's fine and dandy. But then something like that hits. And it just kind of puts everything into perspective because you see these top gooners making all the excuses, being happy-chappy, finding all the reasons why Arteta wasn't wrong, why the players actually, why we lost, than actually holding them accountable. If they spend at least half of the time, they think of making excuses rather than actually calling this stuff out, we would be in a much better state. But bless the grandchildren. Hopefully they're feeling better right now. Hopefully everything's fine. They have calmed down, and big up Donna. Big up. Wenger would win with this team. Easy, light work with his eyes closed. And Emery as well, 100%. Robbie said that. I see. Super Midi should be. Yeah, Super Midi. Yeah, Mikel Arteta, super prick Arteta, you know. Big up, Joe. Big up. Surely Arteta won't be shameless enough to say surely he would have the self-respect to leave. You know, money speaks. Let's just put it that way. And 15.6 million a year speaks a lot, to say the least. My Arsenal last week got a lecture from a top gooner last week calling him entitled and that there's only a few cups to win and the team like Brighton and Burnley would love to be where Arsenal are. Big up Satori and fully agree. Mikel Clown Show. Robotic Football, Rigid FC, just Ballers FC.
It's killing the talent, too restrictive. It's killing them all, to be honest. Big up, Adnan. Big up. I'm sure we will be the Premier. We will win the. I assume you mean we will win the Premier League. It's confident trust if Chelsea win against City and we ain't City. I know what you mean by that, 100%. I understand you, but first things first. Billions spent, almost 7 years in charge. Why the hell we are relying on other teams to help us? Because if we do our job, this Chelsea game is meaningless. If we win today, nobody gives a shit what Chelsea does against City or what City does against Chelsea, because the gap cannot get smaller, it can only get bigger at the end of the day. If Arsenal do their jobs, we should not be in this situation. Why, again, we are relying on other teams, in our rivals, mind you, to get the job done? Is the same as 2 years ago. Half of the Arsenal fan base were sitting in their Heung-min Son and Harry Kane Spurs shirts, when Son was one-on-one with Ederson in May and saying, "Go, Sonny, go. Go, Sonny, go," when Heung-min Son missed the one-on-one. Is the same levels, pretty much. Why are you relying on somebody else to do your job? As the saying goes, if you want to do the job properly, do it yourself. And this is about Arsenal. If Arsenal want to win the league, Arsenal must do the job. And it's very evident they cannot do it. Big up, Sean. Big up, big up, big up, big up. As soon as we lost the Carabao Cup final, I knew it was coming. Same lack of mentality. Yeah. Heads down, and that's done and dusted. They won't sack Arteta, and that is one of the biggest issues there is. Smash the likes, people. Big up to you all. Smash the likes if you comment already. Big up, Tibbs. Big up, Tibbsy. Big up. The ball starts here, and he will get a new contract. No elite club will have kept this man if he wouldn't have been years ago. Fraud manager. Facts. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he gets a new contract if we win nothing. Apparently, the talks are going positive, but I genuinely think that it's because we are 9 points clear. If Arteta loses the league from this position, just like he did 3 years ago, I think Arteta is gone. I'm feeling angry and disappointed, and nobody would blame you, and nobody would hold it against you. I myself included want to punch up something because I'm hella pissed off. But hey, the fact that they are even considering giving him a new contract shows that the club mentality hasn't changed from the top four is a trophy bullshit. Yeah. Wenger said that once, and it somehow has been rooted heavily in Arsenal, in many fans' mentalities, unfortunately. Because being a top four like a trophy for a club like Arsenal, it's insane. I would understand Aston Villa, Brighton, stuff like that. But for Arsenal, no chance in hell. The squad is a reflection of their manager, exactly. And vice versa. Mikel has taken us 10 years back, 100%. Yeah, he has, at the moment, yeah, he has taken us back. If it isn't the ball, it's the pitch. One or the other at the end of the day, yeah. Get Gyökeres off the first team. Well, we have to play him. He's our best striker we have. I just wish we actually would use him properly, not the way Arteta wants him to be used. Excuse from the manager and the players now, yeah. And the nuts part is, have you noticed that certain players who are most of the time Arteta's favorites, let's just put it that way, are sounding exactly like Mikel Arteta? Have you noticed that, by the way? They are starting to sound exactly like Mikel Arteta. Because they say the same things. They say the same things. They say the same lines with the same context and everything. It's pretty much point per point the same. It's like listening to Mikel Arteta. That is the nuts part. That is the nuts part. And that is very, very worrying. It is sad. Definitely what Gyökeres said, it is sad. The club is infested with weakness. Yeah. No spine. Gutless and spineless. The Bournemouth fans were singing second again, ole ole. How embarrassing is that? Yeah. Imagine you are at home at the Emirates. Arsenal are going for the league. You are losing 2-1 to Bournemouth, who are mid-table. They don't need much this season. Or they are fighting for pro. They are somewhere above mid-table. They're like 6 points. I think they're fighting for Europe as well, aren't they? Wait, let me check. Before I go even... Yeah, they're fighting for Europe because they're 2 points behind Europe at the moment. And they are chanting away, second again, ole ole. That's just embarrassing and a half. New merch incoming. We laugh at the Tottenham for all their concerts and NFL and other shit, but we are just as bad. North London has no serious clubs. Yeah, it feels that way. I'm very curious to see what type of PR regarding Arsenal is gonna come out this evening, well, right now, or tomorrow. Because when we lost to Carabao Cup against City, next day before the international break, all of a sudden, Arsenal won Kvaratskhelia and all these guys, right? It was just a distraction from the loss. Arsenal lost to Southampton, right? Instantly, miraculously, half of the team are back from injuries. Just something to distract fans from something once again. Now, the question is, what type of PR bullshit is gonna get pulled right now? That is a big question. I want to see now. How about we have any shots on target from up? Oh, blood, that was insane. Our first shot on target in this game, by the way, was the penalty from Gyökeres. That says it all. Like, seriously. Yeah, but bless up Ty. Very sweet guy. Burton needs to bring Simeone, scare these players. We need someone with a proper handle on things. Definitely. We need somebody to get the weakness out of these players, 100%. Arteta not playing Ryan Carabao Cup proved the entire club gives zero shits about the fans. We'd rather be fair than being ruthless, and I have just about had it with this club. Why bother? I don't blame you. I remember this quote Ancelotti said. It was about 2-3 years ago, I think. Ancelotti got asked by the media there are lots of very promising and good youngsters at Real Madrid. So why you are not playing them? Because they look very good. Why you are not giving them a chance? And Ancelotti looked at the journalist and said, I am at Real Madrid. I am here to win trophies, not to play the youth, right? Obviously, Arsenal, Real Madrid, completely two different dimensions. At the same time, how about Arteta also is being ruthless? I want for the final the best of the best. I said that as well in the Man City preview, where we talked about this. People said they want to see Kepa go. I was standing firm on the hill that I want to see Raya, just because he's the main keeper. This is the final. There is no room for error. And in the finals, no matter how certain players have done to get you there, you play best of the best. And Raya should have started that game. I called it. Yep. I didn't buy the club to win trophies. This is what Stan Kroenke said when he bought Arsenal. When he bought the Arsenal stake, this is direct quote from Stan Kroenke, by the way. Until this club wins Champions League or Premier League, I don't think I'm going to watch another game at this point. At this point, I have Stockholm Syndrome and I need to go stop shoot. Don't blame you. Don't blame you at all. Seriously, don't blame you at all. Big up, Cinema. Big up. Yes, Arteta out. 100%. Yeah, money. Money earns more money. Greed is greedy. Fans fighting each other. Fans fighting each other. It's also what happened when in the latter stages of Wenger days at Arsenal. It was Wenger ins versus Wenger outs. With Emery, most of the fan base was Emery out, by the way. With Wenger, there was half of the fan base was Wenger in, half the fan base was Wenger out. It was very split, and they were fighting in the stands. It's starting to look like with Arteta, the penny is dropping as well on certain people. Where are the standards this football club should have? They have been left at Highbury. Because since Arsenal have left the Highbury and they have moved to Emirates, more or less everything is falling down the drain. We haven't won any majors, yet we moved to Emirates to fight and compete with Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and everything, and it's very evident we still cannot. And it's been 20 years. Roy Yarman, the only reason. Yeah, I fully get it. Signing to Mendy has been a step backwards, 100%. 100%. See, watch the Yarman. I'm going to watch it when I get the chance, 100%. I'm not going to watch it on stream. AFTV is going to strike me with copyright crap and all this stuff. Like, you can watch almost any single creator's content with no problems of fair use. AFTV is going to strike you with community strikes. Subgunners hounded Emery out of 5th, but Arteta does not get it. Yeah. Yep. Big up Handlebar. Big up. Arsenal ball at the big time today, but City, it's not the same City anyone either this season, so Arsenal might still have a chance. Arsenal always are within a chance because 9 points is still a 3-game swing no matter how you look at it. But City have 2 games in hand. If they win both, it's 3 points. And if they win at the Emirates, at Etihad, same points. And that's about it. And the fact that already, big part of Arsenal's fan base I've seen on social media, on TikTok, and all these places are saying, I would take a draw at the Etihad, shows the whole mentality, how low expectations and how embarrassing this fan base is. They much rather play for a safe draw, which Mikel Arteta is going to do anyways, let's be real, rather than go to Etihad, try to make a statement, and for once in their life show their balls and win at Etihad, which would be a statement win, mentality boost, and would actually influence and help Arsenal for the next 5-6 years in the seasons, because that is one of the places where we cannot do anything. Let's be real. Just like Anfield. I don't know. Genuinely. No idea how Havertz. Oh, yeah, definitely. As soon as the new manager comes in, they will want him gone. Top Gunners will be against him 100%. Arsenal feels like a social experiment, like how much pain a human can endure until he has had enough. City gonna beat us, Chelsea, Palace, and win them. Yeah, it feels that way. Definitely feels that way. I'm almost sickening that I'd almost rather us ball the league just to get to the Arteta than us winning and keeping the fraudulent bum at our club. I've seen this a lot, by the way, from many Arsenal fans in recent days, that they much rather lose the league this season just to get rid of Arteta than win it and Arteta stays. The nuts part is we actually don't know if Arteta loses everything and doesn't win anything, he's going to go. We don't know that. He actually might stay. That is the nuts part. That is the nuts part. It feels like Arteta is a City's agent, like Pep's agent or something. Arsenal will be known as the prime ballers. Well, we are sponsored by Prime still, I think, so we will be prime ballers, no pun intended. Big up, Nick. Big up, Nick. The Cherries did the City a big favor. Now it's up to City to capitalize. And to be honest, I trust City more to capitalize on this than Arsenal capitalizing if something happens against City. Please, no. I will not survive summer. My colleague is a Liverpool fan. I will not survive this crap. Give Arteta a Ferrari and he will run it into a Pontiac. You can give Arteta a Ferrari and he will drive it backwards in a drag race. The fact that I'm even thinking about might be better if we ball the league. Yeah. Allegedly, Xabi Alonso is Arteta's replacement. No chance in hell. I don't believe this because bigger chances Xabi Alonso goes to Liverpool than Arsenal. There are no reasons why Xabi Alonso would be coming to Arsenal. There's no connection here. And does not matter if we sign a Quara, the buck stops at Arteta. Yeah, true. But maybe it would have worked out. Who knows? Had this been the City 23, the City team would have run away with the APL by now. Yeah, they would have been long gone. Long goddamn gone. Arsenal have had countless chances this season to go 12 to 15 points clear of City or any who was in the second place. They haven't done it. And right now, with 2 games in hand for City, plus the game at Etihad, they are in a very good position to make the gap as small as possible, first of all, and second of all, to win it. City are on for domestic treble if they play their cards right and they get a bit of luck on their side. I'm going to show you the link about going back. Let's have something trying. We'll see. Wenger, yes, sorry, not Emery. At least Xabi Alonso has 1 trophy. Yeah, but Alonso plays 3 at the back. And we all know that 3 at the back at the Premier League does not work. The last time, who was it? Conte won it with Chelsea. 3 at the back very rarely works to win the Premier League long term. This fucking manager. I get it. Is it a rabbit or is it a duck, guys? There's the fucking standards. Well, lowering the standards himself, exactly. Liverpool media said Alonso wants Arsenal and is in talks to be Arsenal future if Arteta balls again, alleged. Could be just rage bait from Spurs. Could be. But we'll see. Time only will tell. We need some proven sources. Somewhat proven sources. At this point, we should just petition Matthew Flaminiak. He's not going to do it. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need Arsenal. He's a billionaire with his everything he has. He does not need crap from Arsenal. Big up Handlebar, bro. You're right. Arsenal is really sponsored by Prime. It's like to them it's a joke or something. Exactly. Prime ballers, Prime Arsenal, Prime balling and everything. It's actually insane, and I just cannot believe the position we are in right now, that we are 9 points clear in the league, and we are talking about Arsenal effing things up. That is the nuts part, because we actually should be, as I said, to be double-digit points clear. We should be 12 to 15 points clear if we were a proper club, but we are not. And now we have done everything to keep Man City close and keep them within a chance to get still win the league. We have done everything. Right now, it's up to City to basically capitalize on it, unfortunately. Look at this. I'm very sorry. I promised I'm not going to do this, but here we go. Mikel Arteta. It's going to require now a big spirit and a lot of fight, and very clear how we're going to approach that. You know what? Just shut the fuck up. Because Arteta says this stuff just rephrased in every goddamn press conference. When we lose or when we draw, we go to the next game and nothing has changed at all. It's the same stuff and everything. Do the talking on the pitch. Let's talk more action. And today, Gyökeres proved that less talk, more action doesn't work, because he was blaming the pitch right now for us not winning. Exactly. Let's talk more action from Arteta. Exactly. On worries about not reacting. No, because I've seen them before in many scenarios, and I've seen them for 9 months. What? It's the same thing he says every single time. Every single time. On his message to our supporters, here we go. Arteta speaks the fans. Apologize, take it on the chin, and that's it. This he wants us to take this loss just on the chin and move on. Do you know what club you are at? This is no Brighton. This is not Crystal Palace. This is not Fulham. This is goddamn Arsenal. Take it on the chin and that's it. Move on. I swear, I wish that in England there was fan culture like it is in Italy, in France, in Portugal, in Spain, where they are bringing out pitchforks, storming everything, and just invading the training sites and everything. Because this stuff, if our manager said this 20 years ago, when we had Henry, Bergkamp, Pires, Gilberto Silva, Viltord, Vieira, Sol Campbell, Lehmann, all these guys, none of this shit would have been said. None of it. Not even a word. The manager would get punched up by the captain of the team, the players themselves. But he and fans would actually be in a massive disarray. Right now, I'll take it on the chin. I remember losing to Man United alone in the league in 2000s. Felt like I was stabbed in the back. It was excruciating pain. Losing the league to Man United, losing the cup to Liverpool or Man United, it was excruciating pain. Right now, it is what it is. This trophy is beneath club like Arsenal. From where this is coming from? Where is this entitlement coming from? Literally, I just wished I could slap across the head someone when I hear this stuff. Fucking hell. Just insane. Exactly. Lowering the standards. Arteta's message to supporters. Apologize and take it on the chin. Arteta is not honest. He just says PR. Exactly. Big up, BBK. Big up. Big up, big up, big up. On the golf course, dude. Don't put me on speaker. That could be nuts. But big up to you. Enjoy your golfing. Probably much more exciting than watching Arsenal, especially since you had to get up around 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and stuff like that. Bless up to you, brother. Elite stream as well in the morning. Enjoy your day and try to take your mind off Arsenal, because this is gonna ruin your day big time. Exactly. He is actually telling how to support our own club. This is Arsenal FC, not Arteta FC. Arteta being unalive if he was managing the Brazil or Argentinian leagues. Oh, he would be, even in Turkish league, he said crap like this, the Turkish ultras would be waiting by his doorstep in about 5 minutes, instantly. No, nothing. On whether he was surprised about performance, we were very far from the level that we were shown. On if the momentum is shifting, we cannot control that. You know you can, actually. If you win, there is no momentum shift. If you keep losing, tucking your tail between your legs and dropping points, giving City extra advantages and lifelines, of course it's shifting the momentum. It's in favor of Man City, by the way, right now, in a very heavy margin as well. You control the momentum at the moment during the games. If you win the game, your momentum stays with you. You lose a game, you give the momentum to the City. Like, what the hell is this about? On the areas we need to improve. Well, if for me, the manager, and about 4 or 5 positions at least. There are lots of situations I don't want to get into detail. We were quite obviously, and we need on updates on Calafiori, Odgar, and Saka, no, and on Martin as well, no. Bukayo Saka too, we don't have any updates yet. Yeah, definitely. On whether there is tiredness in the team, I don't want to pull those excuses. I'm moving on. On the emotions in the stadium, it's clear that's emotion. It comes from the right. There were boos in the stands, and Arsenal fans were leaving early, so I do not actually. I'm surprised. On if nerves and tension are affecting the performances, we need everything. First of all, we need everybody fit and available. Look at this. Where is it? Where was it? On whether there is tiredness in the team, I don't want to pull those excuses. He doesn't want to pull the excuses. We need everything. First of all, we need everybody fit and available. So the ones that are not involved, the ones that are not with us, they're really big, important players. We need them immediately with us. Those are excuses. Fucking hell. This prick of a manager, you know. F off. Seriously, F off. Talking about Arsenal, I talk about Arsenal, but I have to prevent bawling in my own life, waiting for final mortgage approval. Renting here is impossible. You're gonna get it. Off topic, Rent. I get it. You're not gonna bawl at all. It's gonna be good. A serial loser. Exactly. If I ever see Gyökeres, I will look like a cut. Big up SL. Arsenal are born losers. Their dumbass fans never learn. Ever. Yeah. It's the same patterns every single season. When you call that out, you're toxic and negative. It's like part of the fan base have goldfish memory. They forget what happened previous season or the season before because it's the same parents, same situations, same instances, same players, same injuries, same scenarios, same screw-ups, same manager, by the way. Players change, more or less, but there is one underlying person that stays there, the manager. Somehow he is not being looked at as the problem, weirdly. Obviously, I'm looking also at Kroenkes because they haven't sacked him yet, but in general, yeah. I try as a left wing unlocking Gyökeres. Well, as I was at the left wing and it didn't work well. Definitely didn't look well. Man, when I see Mikel Arteta, dude, it's gonna be... I would love just to do like Sub-Zero punch up. Big up. Blessings and everything. Hope everything goes fine with you. And let's be real. Life is more important than Arsenal, no matter how you look at it. And mortgage, it's a very big deal. It's a very big commitment. It's a very large step in a person's life. No matter how you look at it, lots of things can influence that. now and in the future. So good luck with that. I'm a Chelsea fan, but I've subbed to you for your honesty. Big up SL. And well, I'm gonna be shameless for a second and say, I beg of you, please smash them up. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna beg for wins from Chelsea and destroying City, but that's all I have right now. Honestly, I don't expect Chelsea to win. I expect Man City to win. No disrespect. But at the end of the day, yeah, if you could do us a favor, it would be nice. Please. It's desperate times, don't call for desperate measures. But in all seriousness, whatever happens in that game. Arsenal were holding all the cards, and right now Arsenal have folded a winning hand under the pressure from the opponent, and now the opponent is holding the winning cards. Arsenal legitimately just folded 4 kings, or 4 aces even. And the other player had, let's just say, full house. And right now, the guy with full house went all in, and Arsenal just folded 4 aces. That's about it. Wouldn't mind seeing Zubimendi in the 10. Big up Saliba. Not to criticize Max super hard, but this proves bringing him on that early when people don't have tired legs is a bad option. Yeah, Max at this stage should be about 75th minute sub, yeah. He's not ready to be on the level of Lamine Yamal and stuff like that. Even though there are Arsenal fans who are saying that Dalman is better than Yamal. It's on the internet, by the way. I think in about 2 years, Dalman is going to be good. Very correct. It also proves we are balling and we haven't been performing. Yeah, we just been winging it. Checking, doing those keepy ups, lack of respect. We come on. How do we become even more of a joke? Yeah, somehow. Arteta has only plan A. And to be honest, that plan A hasn't even been worked out fully and properly. It's a half-made plan, which works to a degree, but doesn't work fully. And when shit hits the fan, well, let's be real. It's shit. When shit hits the fan, he has no plan B, C, D, F, G, and all this stuff. Actually, Chelsea and Man United tend to be pain in important moments when exactly in such situations. Well, we'll see. We're definitely going to see. The first goal that Bournemouth scored was on White and Madueke's fault. Yeah, Madueke fell asleep, didn't track. Ben White was ball watching as well, opened the gap, and that's about it. That was all she wrote. Also, obviously, lucky deflection, but Krupi made it 1-0. No communication. That communication has been an issue for months, to be honest. Yeah, they did, but we'll see how that's gonna go. Chelsea beating City is trying to get. We must. For Arsenal to win the league right now, lots of things need to go against City, in my opinion. I'm also talking about Wanjeri. Yeah, Wanjeri might be leaving. I read today that Chelsea are looking at Wanjeri, by the way. Not just Borussia Dortmund, but Chelsea as well. Destroying Haaland massively. Top Gunners will still be happy at the end of the season if we don't win anything. If Spurs get relegated, the North London Trophy was won. Bro, that's embarrassing. The fact that they focus on other clubs more than their own club, it just shows shambles and embarrassment on its own. It's just pathetic. And I'm not gonna lie, people who do stuff like this, who would just deflect and everything, sometimes feel like they're not real fans. They just are plans just to stir the pot to a degree. But yeah, people, I think on that note, we're gonna end today's stream. I'm gonna redirect you to Gianni. Gianni talks calcio and everything. So people, if you haven't already, smash the likes and subscribe. Hit everything. Right? Wanjeri and Meles are considered sell assets. Yes, they are. Pure profit, that's why. Chelsea beating City is a dream, exactly. And at the moment, that's the only thing we can do. We can dream. We as Arsenal fans either live in past of invincibles or we live in dreams that something is going to happen. That's the only 2 ways we can feel achievements. Or playing in FIFA or Football Manager with Arsenal and winning stuff. Let's just put it that way. I have also no confidence. But yeah, people, I'm going to end it today. I'm going to redirect to Gianni. See you all tomorrow. But for today, I am out. Peace.